until the audio. I mean, it'll be public once the audio is up. Then the video will be up.
Okay, I gotcha.
So for those watching this video companion of our episode 227 with Skylar Johnson from Pontiac, Illinois. And this is the video companion. If you want to listen to the audio podcast, you can go on to specialchronicles.com to listen to the audio.
All right.
And so I'm going to stop the audio recorder, and then I'm going to point to you, Skylar, and then...
okay, I'll say the intro.
Yeah, you'll say that intro. I don't know if you had a chance to practice that before or look it over, but...
no, but...
Okay, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I'll just kind of go with it.
Okay.
And I've listened to the questions, so...
Oh, you've listened to the show?
I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm just now looking over the questions.
Okay.
Kind of, so I got a good idea of what's going on.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and press record, and then I'll...
Hi, my name is Skylar Johnson, and I'm from Pontiac, Illinois, and you're listening to the Special Chronicles podcast, giving respect and voice to people with special needs.
This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
This episode 227 is brought to you by listeners like you. Please help support us at Special Chronicles with your tax-deductible donation today to help us continue our mission of giving respect and voice to people with special needs. Please go to specialchronicles.com/giving. That's specialchronicles.com/giving. And we thank you for your generous support of Special Chronicles. This week on Special Chronicles, we are joined virtually in studio by our new friend Skylar Johnson, a freshman at Pontiac Township High School. It's coming up right now on the Special Chronicles Show podcast on specialchronicles.com.
I shudder thinking how the world can be so cruel. I lend my voice to those who can't. It's time we try, it's time we care, it's time to stand. It starts with a voice.
You're listening to the Special Chronicles Show podcast. This is a show where podcasting disability or disability stories from an insider's perspective, and we are giving a voice to people with special needs. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome back to the Special Chronicles Show podcast. My name is Daniel. I'm your host and founder of Special Chronicles. So good to be back behind the mic and kind of messed up that opening. You think after 9 years and over 200 shows, I would know what I'm doing here. But so happy that today's guest on the Special Chronicles Show podcast is Skylar Johnson, a freshman student at Pontiac Township High School in Pontiac, Illinois. Skylar has a young sister who was diagnosed with Down syndrome, and she recently wrote a winning essay for this year's Spread the Word in the World 2017 day that was read right before I gave the speech a week ago, on March 1st. And welcome to Special Chronicles, Skylar.
Thank you for having me.
So
thanks for having me.
Yes. So as I said, we met a week ago, and after you read your essay that our listeners will hear in just a moment, but I connected parts of my speech with your essay that you read and your sister. So it all came full circle a week ago. So first, let's have you introduce yourself to our listeners and to for any of those watching our video companion, to our viewers as well.
My name is Skylar Johnson. Like he said, I'm a freshman at Pontiac Township High School. I have 5 siblings, and my little sister Sadie, she is the littlest. She does have Down syndrome, and that impacted our family right at the beginning, but we've learned to accept her disability, and we've learned to define her by her actions and not by her condition. like I said in my speech, and she just made our family all together stronger and better
Awesome.
than me.
Yeah, awesome. And so we'll get a little bit more into the Spread the Word in the Word campaign and about your sister. But first, I thought we could, for our listeners, share the audio of your essay.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Skylar Johnson, and I am a freshman here at Pontiac Township High School. Living in the town of Pontiac is something I take great pride in. And while we are not perfect people living in a perfect town, we have done one of the most important things I think we as a human race can do, and that is to show respect to all people. I personally think respect is one of the most important aspects to having a community, because without respect, our town would become a hateful place to live in. Our high school has recently started the Spread the Word to End the Word project to end the R word and stop hate towards others that are different from us. And that is what makes our school and town so great. My story with Spread the Word to End the Word is much like anyone else in this room. In 6th grade, the high school came to the junior high and spoke to us about respect. And from that day, I realized that respect is something I wanted to show all people. I signed a banner promising to never use the R word and to show respect to all people. I went home and shared with my family about the importance of respect. Although I signed the banner, I did not truly understand what respecting all people meant. However, that year, my world turned upside down. My stepmom was pregnant with a baby, and the gender was a surprise. February 15th, 2014, my stepmom went into labor 3 weeks early, and she had the baby. My grandma showed me a picture of my little sister, and when I looked at her, I noticed that her lips were blue coloring. I told my grandma, and she agreed with me. Little did I know that at the hospital, things were not perfect with my newborn sister. My sister's lungs were not fully developed, so they put her in the nursery, and they had to blow oxygen on her to help her breathe. My grandma and grandpa took my brother and I to go see her, and my dad told me that her name was Sadie. I looked through the nursery and saw my little sister for the first time. After a while, we left, and a few moments later, the doctors told my parents my little sister had a hole in her heart, and she also had Down syndrome. My parents were in shock because we never thought something like this would happen to our family. St. Jude's Children's Hospital came to Wilmington in an ambulance and took my sister. They put her in an incubator and took her away. She stayed in the NICU unit in Peoria for 15 days. My dad stayed home with my little brother and I, and my stepmom stayed with Peoria with Sadie. The first time I went to see her, I had to wear a mask and scrub my hands clean before I could go in. Believe me, this was a wild experience. I walked into the room and saw my sister. I stood dumbfounded because she was incredibly small. She had a feeding tube going into her nose and down her throat so that she could eat. The first time I held her, I made her a promise. I promised her I would never let anyone hurt her, and I would always, no matter what, be there for her. I left the hospital, and that night, I researched the genetic disorder Down syndrome. I was still in shock from learning that she had this disability. I was upset and confused on why this happened to my family and what we did wrong. I kept thinking to myself, what if they mixed up babies? And that was not my little sister. I know it's a selfish and foolish thing for me to think, but I couldn't help but think that she would not be normal. Normal was the word I used to describe my sister, and it sickens me now to think that I would ever think like that. Every week, my dad would take me to the hospital to see my little sister, and it was a blessing. I saw her open her eyes, and I got to hold her hand. Sadie eventually came home, but everything was different. We had to be incredibly careful while holding her because of her heart. Eventually, Sadie was only 6 months old when she had heart surgery in August 2014. They fixed her mitral valve and her ASD repair of her heart. The ASD repair was to stitch up the hole in the wall between the heart's upper chambers, and she had 2 holes and a cleft in her valve. The next few months, we could only hold her a certain way, and we really could not play with her. Finally, her heart started to heal, and we started to watch her grow. She began to crawl around, and then she started to walk. When Sadie was 2, she underwent another surgery to have tubes inserted in her ears to help her hearing. I am so incredibly thankful for her help, and today Sadie is a happy and healthy 3-year-old. So, what does respect mean to me? Respect means that taking what you seem like a bad situation and seeing it for what it truly is. For example, we saw Sadie as a disability, but she opened my family's eyes to see that she is just as human as the rest of us. Respect has taught me to love her disability as much as I love her. I have learned to define her by her actions and not by her condition. She has not only brought my family closer together, but she has taught us in her actions to respect people that are different, and we are all more alike than different. I think respect is something that we can all learn to do. If respect is shown to every person, our world would be a loving, welcoming place for all people. My sister and her disability has taught my family, friends, and myself that it is okay to be different and to respect all because we are more alike in many ways than different in a few. Thank you.
Awesome. I kind of faded that applause out at the end.
Yeah.
But how? Let's begin by now, sharing with our listeners. How did you first hear about the Spread the Word to End the Word campaign? I think you might have touched on it in a little bit at the beginning of your essay. Because was it because this is the 9th year of the campaign, so I think when it started, you were in middle school.
I was in 4th grade actually when they came to our school and they showed us a video, but they really showed us the video and then they talked to us about it, but we didn't sign a banner in 5th grade, 4th grade, and they came the same year as 5th grade. But then in 6th grade, while we were in middle school, the year that Sadie was born, so they talked to us about what respect means, and then we signed a banner promising to never use the R word for my 7th and 8th grade year, and it was always a presentation that I looked forward to because I thought it was one of the more more fun ones, and thought it was an awesome program to be involved, and it just made me so proud to be part of Pontiac because it is just such an awesome thing to do. And I know that some schools don't have it, and we're really trying to push for all schools to have it because it definitely makes impact on the community.
Yeah, awesome. So, how for most of the essay that you wrote, and did you write this essay for your English class, and is that how you won?
So part of I guess to say Respect Week, each class had an assignment to do. So in biology, we looked up a genetic disorder and we did research on it. Global Studies, which is our history class, we researched a famous person with a disability. And then for English, they had us write an essay, and I thought that this was one of the easier things for me just because I could connect with it on such a personal level. So it was pretty easy with me, but I didn't think mine would win, and I was so overly joyed when it did.
Yeah, awesome. So for most of your essay that now our listeners just heard, and we also Facebook live streamed it as well. Even though I don't know if you went back and watched that Facebook live stream, but it was the lighting was white in our faces. I think we all just had white faces for the entire live stream. So we'll have to work on that in the future. But for most of your essay, you wrote about your sister Sadie. So how can you share with us how you came to write about your sister and why you decided to write about Sadie?
Well, writing about Sadie, all my friends know that she has a disability, and it really was just kind of a dark time to say for her family when she was first born, because we obviously thought that something was wrong with our family for this to happen. And I wanted to share with people that just because something I guess to say bad when it's really not goes wrong in your family, you have to look at the brighter side of it, and Sadie has definitely made us do that each and every day. Thought it was such an easy subject to write about just because I really wanted to share with people my story about her.
Yeah, awesome. And did you share your either as you're writing or maybe after USA 1, did you share with your family and also with Sadie?
Yeah, I showed my family the Cube, which is our website that we record all events on. I showed them the entire presentation, and then I actually read it to them, and they all loved it, and they were all so proud of me. So
awesome. So now, before we get to spread the word, to talking about your thoughts about the spread the word during the word campaign.
And when you use the R word,
It not only hurts those living with the intellectual disability,
it hurts all of us who love them.
And that's not okay.
Help me end the word.
it's time we tried.
It's time we care.
It's time we stand.
Let my voice,
My voice.
My voice.
my voice, inspire a change.
So that clip, Sadie, I don't know if you saw the music video called "It Starts with a Voice," which is also our theme song. But although the family, the Whites, and they live in Wilmington, North Carolina, and their two oldest daughters don't have disabilities, but their two youngest, Bo and Biddy, both have Down syndrome. And they also started Biddy and Bo's Coffee. So maybe we can get a Biddy and Bo's Coffee here in Illinois. But that video was for Special Olympics, but also kind of for the Our World campaign. So you share with us. You touched a little bit about it in USA, but kind of share with us a little bit about your thoughts about the Spread the Word to In the Word campaign, and why you decided to take it, and kind of your overall thoughts of the campaign now that it's in now that we're in the 9th year.
It's definitely a great program, and the community definitely loves it because it's obviously been going for 9 years, and we have the Spread the Word Day, and so this past weekend we went to our Dairy Queen, and we had a stand set up, and if you signed our poster, then you would get a certificate, get free. And so many people came in and they signed it, and they got ice cream, and there was pictures and people talking, and it was a really good time. And then that Sunday we had a chili supper, which our police department, teachers, just and the prison came, and they made chili, and we voted on it, and everybody tasted the chili, and we just had a good time. And then in the summer we have a Run for Respect, a 5K around town, which is so much fun. I did the 5K one year, and it's the Pontiac Township High School Run for Respect. And mile fun walk, which is also a lot of fun, and you get awards, there's food, everybody talks, you have a good time, so it's a lot of fun. Awesome. And it's on April 22nd too.
Yeah, awesome. And for our listeners, after the presentation, Loa, in the classroom where you're sitting right now, she gave me the form here. So for our listeners, I'll try to put a link to. I think she said there's a link on there, so I'll try to put that in the show notes on specialchronicles.com for our listeners to.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
We also have a virtual run. It's over. We try to get everybody in the 50 states and the 7 continents over to run, and you can register on www.runforrespect.weebly.com. So.
Awesome.
A lot of fun.
Awesome. And that One for Respect, I don't that website that you just said, I don't know if that's on the form that I'm looking at, but I'm sure we can find that in Loa can send that to me. The back to the essay that you wrote, which is the focus for having you on the program today. Again, our guest on the Special Chronicles show podcast today is Skylar Johnson, a freshman at Pontiac Township High School. And can you share with us maybe a few highlights from USA, even though our listeners just at the beginning of our program today hold your full essay, but maybe share with us a few highlights or important highlights that really you feel either impacted your classmates and peers a lot, or
okay, so in specific, the last paragraph was one of my favorite paragraphs that I wrote, and it was because I told them the story, like my background history before. So this was like answering the question.
Yeah.
So it was, what does respect mean to me? And I said, respect means that what you take like seeming a bad situation and seeing for what it truly is. And then I went in to say, we saw Sadie as a disability, but she has opened my family's eyes to see that she's just as human as the rest of us. And respect has taught me to love her disability as much as I love her, and I've learned to define her by her actions and not by her condition. I said, my sister's disability has taught me it is okay to be different and to respect all because we are more alike in a few ways than different. So,
Awesome.
or more
Awesome.
alike in many ways than different in a few. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So after you after the assembly, and so then after you spoke, then I gave a speech, and then and then they debuted the new video that your school produced. Afterwards, did any of your peers and friends and classmates come up to you about your essay?
My peers knew that I was doing it before, like I went on stage, so they were all wishing me good luck, and they were saying, you're going to do great, you're going to be fine. And after teachers came up to me, my peers came up to me telling me that they good, and people said that they started crying in my essay. One teacher told me that she started crying, so it touched a lot of hearts, which made me feel really good, and it made me feel as if I really got the message out there. So
awesome. And now that more listeners hold it now on this program, it will get the message out there to a wider audience in over 130 countries. So awesome.
Yeah.
So are you involved in? I know your school is involved in Special Olympics and in unified sports. And are you involved in any Special Olympics unified sports or best buddies programs at your school?
So I'm involved in Peers in Action, which is like a best buddies program, and we do things together. Like we'll go see movies together, and we'll go to cookouts together, and we'll hang out, and we'll have a really good time. And then you can also come in and study hall and do homework together. And it's really just honestly a lot of fun. And I love hanging out with them because they're all so much fun and friends.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So it's not really like a best buddies club per se, but
yeah. It's club, but like anybody can sign up, and we have so many people involved. It's honestly a great program. So
awesome. Yeah, when I was in high school, I was gonna say 10, but no, it was longer. It was was it 10? Maybe 10, 15 years ago. My high school had a best buddies club, but then they changed the name, and so it was kind of the same thing of what you're talking about. And yeah, so that's awesome. Is your sister Sadie involved in the young athletes program in Special Olympics for kids ages 2 to 7, or does she have plans like when she is 8 years old, have plans to be involved in Special Olympics? Old best buddies, but
yeah. So she's not involved right now just because it's slow also, and she just started preschool here this past month, so that's been. And we don't also have something for like younger kids, so that's something that we will try to definitely work to someday, maybe in the future. But we do want to get her involved in dance because she loves to dance. So when maybe next year, I think it is, we're going to get her involved in dance because she's in preschool and she goes to school and she loves it. She has friends there. But definitely, I've talked to my parents about Special Olympics, and they say that when she's age 8, they definitely want to get her involved with it.
Awesome. I don't think we have a dance program in Special Olympics, at least here in Illinois. But I know, and I don't think we have a cheerleading program. But I know other states, like, well, I guess our viewers can see and you can see as well. Some friends I know in Chevy Chase, Maryland, the daughter Joelle is a cheerleader.
Okay.
They'll actually go into Austria this coming week for the World Games. And do you and your friends and family, are you guys planning on watching the opening ceremony on ABC on March 18th, I believe? That's 1 p.m. Central.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think we're actually planning on hanging out and watching it together and just having a good time. So
awesome, yeah, and so yeah, so that's I'm actually gonna be. I have my special little extreme practice the time when the opening ceremony is just gonna be live, but I'm gonna try to DVR it. So thank goodness for the DVR to be able to recode programs like that. So you mentioned the 5th annual One Full Respect. Have you participated in a lot of these One Full Respects? And there's also, for our listeners and viewers, there's also a virtual one that they can participate in. But have you participated in all of them? Or
participated, I think, for 3 years out of the 5, because I didn't know about it the first 2 years. But I've done the 5K about every year. The first year I did it, I got a medal, and it's just so much fun. I think this year I might do the walk so I can walk with Sadie, because every other year I've done the 5K.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun. We have such a great crowd, and Nathan, anthem for us, and he sends us off, and it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. So you said that you're thinking of having your sister Sadie walk with you. Is it just a thing that you have your family come to?
Yeah. My family definitely loves to do it. We get shirts, we get bracelets, we eat food, we talk, we just all hang out, and then we do the walk or the 5K. We walk with Sadie, and in the past years we've carried her or pushed her, but last year she just learned to walk, so this year she will definitely be walking it and running around everywhere. So
yeah, so the physical 5K one and the 1 mile walk, is it in downtown Pontiac? Or?
We go around the high school and then into some neighborhoods. We don't go downtown too much, but we do run around the high school into a few neighborhoods behind the high school. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and then for listeners to participate in the virtual one, and I'm gonna try to, even though I'm up here in the LaGrange Park area, which is in the western suburbs of Chicago, so a little bit more north of where you are. Yeah. But I'm going to try to participate in the. I'm not that much of a runner, but maybe I'll try to participate in the 1 mile walk, and maybe I'll bring the audio recorder out and actually record a podcast while doing the 1 mile walk at the same time, and maybe get some other family and friends out there too. But so with that in mind, can you tell us a little bit about the virtual one and in 1 mile walk aspect and how that works?
Okay, so we try to get everybody involved from the 50 states and 7 continents to run or walk, whatever your preference is. And to sign up for it, just go to, again, www.runforrespect.com to register.
Awesome.
So it's a lot of fun.
And you said, you're gonna say?
Oh, sorry. And we've actually had one of our teachers participate in it. So yeah, it's definitely a school-wide thing, community-wide thing, and worldwide thing. So.
Awesome. And so you said for the virtual, people can sign up, and then the kid can either want to walk in their own neighborhoods and towns.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So, and is this always a month out? So this, as we know, the Spread the Word in the Word Day even though it happens all year round, that the actual day is the first Wednesday of Remarch. But is this 5th annual One for Respect, one or walk for respect, a month after, or about a month and a half after the Spread the Word in the Word Day, or is there
It's usually
a
on
reason?
just like about a month after, just because when we do it, we do it outside, and March is still quite cold. So April starts to get warmer, so we like to do it in warmer weather when you can actually go outside and enjoy the weather. So
Awesome.
April 22nd.
Awesome. And do you guys know about how many people are running/walking each year?
I don't know how many people are signed up yet, but I know that a lot of people took our flyers at set up at lunch, at the assembly, Dairy Queen. So we definitely have a lot of people coming, and it's hundreds and hundreds of people.
Awesome. Well, in my hand, I have 2 of the flyers in my hand, so I'll definitely make sure to let our listeners and viewers know to participate in that as well. And you said that's at 10 a.m. on Saturday, April 22nd.
Yep, and last year we actually had 500 people, so it's growing at each year. So
Awesome.
It's great.
Awesome. And do people also take the pledge? Even though most people probably took the pledge either March 1st, or I'm sure people are even still taking a pledge, or
You can still take a pledge. Yeah.
Awesome. And do you guys have a pledge banner there, or if people wanted to, or do you guys just have like a tablet or whatever with the website?
We've had tablets at the schools before, but usually we'll have the pledge banner there, and then you can come up and sign up. So,
Awesome. So as we come to a close, is there any social media plugs for the Spread the Word in the Word campaign, or for this One for Respect, or any other related resources that you want to recommend and share with our listeners?
Run is what I have down here, and again, that's www.runforrespect.weebly.com, and you can register, and hashtag Spread the Word to End the Word is what we've been using a lot here lately. So
okay. And is there a hashtag for this One for Respect, or is it just Spread the Word to End the Word?
Spread the Word to End the Word, I think, is what we've been using a lot lately. So
okay, awesome. So I'll make sure and to share that with the listeners, and I'm sure people will be posting pictures and video on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all that.
Yeah.
So any before we I'm sure that your school day is in, so you're probably excited to get home to begin your weekend. Do you have any final thoughts on your overall time here today on Special Chronicles that you want to share with our listeners?
Thank you for having me, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm happy that I got to share my essay with all of you, and just go out and respect all people and just make the world a better place.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. And in the future, when Sadie is older, we'll have to have you and Sadie back on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you said that she's 3 now, so
yeah,
I don't know how much she's able to talk in a on a program like this. But so if our listeners want to share your feedback about anything that Sadie talked about with us today, you can email us an audio file, or email it to feedback@specialchronicles.com. That's feedback@specialchronicles.com. Or join the conversation on social media at Special Chronicles on Facebook, or at Special C Podcast on Instagram or Twitter. And you can make sure to please leave us your 5-star ratings and reviews on iTunes and Stitcher Radio. Just look up Special Chronicles, and you'll find our show there. So thank you again, Skylar. Our guest today on the Special Chronicles Show podcast has been Skylar Johnson, freshman at Pontiac Township High School in Pontiac, Illinois. Thank you again, Sadie, for coming on the show.
Thank you.
So until then, take care. And I have to find. Oh, there we go. I almost lost the clip. Until then, take care and God bless.
Special
Thank you.
Chronicles. Giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
Daniel, we're good to hang up.
Up. Yeah.